All right, everyone, welcome to the channel. This video we're going to talk about my final thoughts on the Tri-5Rs, the Nitto Tri-5Rs drag radials, and we'll get an initial impression of the AZ800s, not the 850s, the 800s Atturo. We're going to get a good one because you know what? Look out there, it's raining today, so we should be able to get a good initial impression of those tires in the wet. We'll see what happens once I get them installed. Alright everyone, heard it in the intro, saw it on the thumbnail. First, we're going to talk about my final impressions of the Nitto Tri-5R drag radials. Basically, I only had them a couple months, wore them out pretty quick. That goes with any drag radial. They're not going to last long on the street, especially the way I drive. You know, there are other people that got a lot more out of their drag radials than I did, but you know me, I drive shake and bake like I stole it every time I drive it, except when it's raining. But on the dry pavement, those tires are remarkable. They did a really good job of hooking up. In some of the past videos, you saw some of the pulls I did. You know, there was some spinning here and there, but for the most part, they were pretty good tire on dry pavement. Now, when it's raining, I don't recommend driving on those drag radials at all when it's raining. It was pretty sketchy. The day I happened to drive, and it just started raining. I tried not to drive in the rain, but it just, like I said, it just happened to start raining that day as I was out and about. So yeah, super sketchy. You know, I was getting into 60, 65 miles an hour, and it was getting really sketchy. So one, Tri-5Rs, recommend them for the rain, recommend them for dry weather, do not recommend them for wet weather. And never made it to the snow, so I'm sure they're probably pretty bad in the snow as well. And that's just the way they're built. They're not built for that kind of weather. But great tire. Would I recommend them? Absolutely. Absolutely. They were a great drag radial for what they were for. And really, I'll show you why I'm getting the AZ800s. I'll put a link to the video of the burnout I did just a few days ago, and that's the reason why I'm getting new tires. Back to the drag radials real quick. Another thing is when you are going to do burnouts, check for what kind of surface you're on. What happened to mine is it was a really rough surface. I think there was quite a few rocks and things on the ground. It wasn't, definitely wasn't cleaned off, but it put serious grooves in the drag radials. And I'll put a picture of what they look like up now. All right, as promised, here's what the 555Rs look like after that huge burnout in memory of Frank. So, not sure if you can really see the depth of some of these divots, but yeah, you got to be careful where you do your burnout and how long you do your burnout for when you got drag radials. So as you can see, they got some pretty deep grooves from that burnout I did. Yes, it was a long burnout, lots of smoke. Was it fun? Absolutely. It was great. It was epic. But back to the tires. absolutely recommend them beyond a shadow of a doubt. Great drag rating. Now, let's talk about why I went with the Atturo AZ800s versus the 850s. One of the real reasons I did it is I didn't see a whole lot of reviews of the Atturo AZ800s. I've seen a lot of reviews of the 850s. So I'm going to go ahead and try out the 800s and see how they do. And to be honest, they were a little bit cheaper. A little bit cheaper than the 850s as well. But you know, if the 800s do well, the next set we may get some 850s and see how they do. But I'm heading to the tire shop now to get those AZ800s installed. Once they're installed, we're gonna get a good initial impression because it's wet, rainy, yucky out right now. So it's a good time to give it a good initial impression. So once I get them installed and on the car, may do a little installation video too if I can get into the garage. They let me in, get some installation shots for you, and then once we get them on, we'll do an initial take on what I think. All right, everyone, we're here at Crown Service Station off of Indian Head Highway and Bryan's Road, Maryland. So if you got any service needs, oil change, tires, you got that, you know, that pesky check engine light on, come on down here to the Crown Service Station in Bryan's Road, and they'll hook you right up. So we're gonna take a look. Old shake and bake here. They're about to throw her up on the racks. And like I said, we'll take another look at the tires again. As you can see, that burnout did a pretty good job on these drag radials. So we're gonna get these AZ800s put on, and we'll see what they look like after that. All right, I know we don't get much, too many shots up underneath shake and bake, so we're looking up underneath there now. We got the big 315s going on there. Bingo. Simple as that. All right, while we got it off the car, there's what the Atturo AZ800s look like. 315, 35, 20. I'll tell you, you won't be seeing these letters for long. Especially the way I drive. All right, actually looks pretty good. Looks pretty good sitting on them demon rims, boy. All right, let's see what they look like on the car, folks. All right, folks, here we are. We got them both on there. Man, they're looking fat. They definitely stick out a little bit further than the 305s did, but we'll see what happens when we get her set down on the ground. But she's looking good, looking good. All right, everyone, here we go. Tell me what you think. If that doesn't look aggressive, I don't know what does. I don't know, what do y'all think? Here's how she sticks out just a little bit. Go around to the other side. I don't know. What do y'all think? I'll give you initial review right after this. All right, here we go from a stop. Let's see what happens. All right, we got a little bit of spin there, a little bit of spin. Like I said, just as soon as I say it's raining and it's wet out, guess what happens? It all dries up. So now it's a little bit dry out. Did a quick pull there. You know, we spun a little bit, which is to be expected, even with 315s. Let's see if we can find another spot, get another pull in, and see what happens. All right, we got another one from a dig. Here we go. I'm going to roll into it. All right, not too bad, not too bad. Little spin here, little spin in second. I'm not used to getting a little chirp in second there, but you know, got a little chirp. I think they're holding well. Just casual driving, they seem absolutely fine. We'll see. The sky's getting a little dark again. Maybe it'll rain. We'll do a little bit of rain test. Again, this is just an initial review. Tires seem fine. You seen them? They look fat in the back, boy. They make the car look aggressive, severely aggressive. So unless we hit some rain, that's going to do it for this one, folks. If you're stopping in for the first time, please go ahead and check out my other content. If you like what's going on with the channel, do me 3 things. Please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to get notifications when I upload new content, and the last thing is hit that like button on the videos that you like. It helps out the channel. So again, that's going to do it for this one, and until next time, laters.